O'Malley versus Yan, that's an exciting fight just from the offset, because I think O'Malley's, it's going to be interesting to see what level he's on, really, isn't it, more than anything?
Well, there's a couple of factors in this fight for me. Firstly, I don't think either expected the other to take it.
Yeah.
So I don't think O'Malley expected Yan to take it because of the ranking difference. I don't think Yan expected O'Malley to take it because I think everyone's kind of under this illusion that O'Malley wants easy fights. But, you know, it is a win-win in hindsight, because if Yan wins, it's kind of like, yeah, well, he was supposed to win. He's number 1, O'Malley's number 12. If O'Malley wins, not only does it fast-track him to the front of the queue and make him number 1 contender, but if he loses, everyone's kind of like, yeah, well, here's Petr Yan. You know, he can still be a star. You know, he's still young. And it's a 3-round fight. That's what a lot of people are not taking into consideration. It is a 3-round fight.
Yeah, I think that's massive, because O'Malley tends to start a bit faster, doesn't he? And
so traditionally, O'Malley's a fast starter. Yan is a slower starter. But let's also remember, we say Yan is a slow starter. He's a slow starter in his last 4, which have been 5-round fights. You watch him in his previous 3-round fights, like against Faber, for example, and he come out like a fucking banshee, didn't he? Yeah. And so it's not that he can't start fast. It's almost just as if in a 5-round fight, he almost kind of takes our Anderson Silva approach, where he downloads a bit of data, sees how the guy's reacting, and then kind of looks to take over towards the end of the fight. But that doesn't mean he can't start fast. We've seen him start fast. Yeah, interesting fight. You got Yan is the short, elite level boxer, stroke kickboxer. You got O'Malley's the tall, rangy, kind of more unorthodox.
Yeah. Probably
the bigger puncher in terms of like one punch. We've seen O'Malley one punch starch people, but we've also seen Yan starch people. And for me, Yan is the crispest, most technical striker in our division, in my opinion. O'Malley's crisp and fast himself, but in terms of just pure technique, Yan doesn't really do anything wrong on the feet.
Yeah. So, with all that taken into account, who do you think is going to win? You can't bet on it now, mind. I
can't bet on it. Being a UFC athlete, I can no longer bet. But if I was to bet, I would bet Yan. I mean, I think a sensible pick would be Yan. You look at there's no denying O'Malley's got skills. He's got big power. But in terms of, you look at the Yan's last 4 fights, we're talking Aldo. Did he fight Aljo straight after Aldo, or did he defend it once before that?
I think it was straight after.
Let's just say it was. It was Aldo. He fought Aljo the first time, which he looks very dominant. Then it was Sandagan. You know, again, close fight, but he did stick it on Sandagan towards the end. And then he lost the Aljo fight. Not just saying it, but it could have gone either way. You know, I thought Aljo deserved it, but you can see why people thought Yan deserved it. So in terms of, just for me, in terms of level of competition, in terms of that championship experience, and I just think Yan's so good. He's so crisp with his striking. He actually wrestles well. It's just kind of with Aljo, if he gets you back, you know, you're just going to either get subbed or you're going to have to ride the round out there. But he can do everything. Yeah, he can wrestle. He's got immense trips. His kicks are sharp. Obviously, he's a master of sport in boxing, which is kind of like the Russian equivalent to being an Olympian, I think. Anyway, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. So, yeah, I'm going Yan. I think O'Malley has got a chance. Of course, he's got a chance. He's a big puncher, and he's tall, rangy, and, you know, it's not going to be easy for Yan. But Yan's not the type of guy where he's just going to come out and rush in and get caught. I don't think. I think he's so skillful. He'll find his entry and he'll take advantage of it. Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to go O'Malley, just to give that a little...
Can we bet each other? Is that allowed?
Well, I've lost so much money, I'm going to say, nah, you're not allowed to bet anymore, Jack.
We'll just do a tally then. We won't bet. We'll just...
Nah, we can if you want.
We'll just rack a tally up. So I'm going... Is that me ringing or you? That's you. So I'm going... Yan.
Yeah.
I'm going Yan decision.
Righto.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yan TKO.
Righto. I'm going to go O'Malley... finish second round, I reckon, as well.
Oh,
I reckon he's going to take him out of there.
That is a bold pick. But
yeah, well, I just think he's the young up and comer. I just think he's just got that wind behind his back. I know he's had that loss to Chito Vera, but I genuinely think he's one of them people. It's like maybe not as much as Chimaev, but you look at him and you just feel like it's kind of written in the stars that he is going to go on to bigger and better things.
He's definitely got the pay-per-view factor, and he sells well. He's got a massive following. Everyone's very high on him. He looks the part, you know, he's got like that character, isn't he? So I guess we'll see. But for me, Yan's just too good all around for me. But we'll see.
We'll see.